11 exclusive. As March is celebrated as Women's History Month, it's important to note the crucial role that women play in agriculture. Known by some to be a male-dominated business, is now breaking barriers with females at the head of command. In a News 11 special report, I introduce you to two women brought into ag in two different ways, with hopes to inspire other young girls and boys that anything is possible.
Yuma, known as the sunniest city in the world, also holds another special title: Winter Lettuce Capital of the World. The Yuma County Chamber of Commerce reports Yuma County is responsible for 90% of all leafy vegetables grown in the United States through November to March. And though most might not think about where their local produce comes from, a major contribution to the saying farm to table is with the help of women.
My name is Martha Ryan Castro. I work for JV Smith Companies, JV Farms. I manage the spray department at JV Farms.
Born and raised in Yuma, the mom of three was first introduced to agriculture at a young age through her dad. Little did she know her upbringing would turn into a lifelong career.
Graduating from high school, I said I didn't want to do college. My dad's like, "Oh, you're going to do college." I'm like, "I'm not doing college. I'm just going to work." And he's like, "All right, you're not going to do college, then I'm going to take you to harvesting." And he took me to harvesting. I was cutting romaine at 18 and packing romaine hearts. I would cry every morning.
The tears later turned into a purpose for Martha. She worked her way up the agriculture chain, ultimately landing a job at her current home, JV Farms.
I worked in the office for close to a year when my manager finally offered a position where I could work outdoors, which is working for the service department. And I was like, well, I have no experience, but he believed in me.
According to the UN Food and Agriculture Organization, on average, women represent 43% of the world's agricultural labor force. In a male-dominated industry, Martha says she's dealt with gender bias.
One of my previous employees, not currently where I'm at, when I wanted to be more than an administrative assistant, I wanted to learn what it was like, what my coworker was doing. I saw what he would do, and I wanted to be something like that. I knew it. And I asked for the opportunity. I'm like, I've been here so many years. Please give me this opportunity, you know. And he just felt, in a positive way, not so negative. He kind of made it sound like it'll come eventually, you know. I don't think this is the right environment for someone like you. Like, I know that's what he meant. Yeah, I know that's what he meant. You know, like you, well, what like me? There's nothing different. I'm here, I want to work.
A survey of over 4,000 women conducted by Corteva showed that although women are overwhelmingly proud to be in ag, they perceive gender discrimination as widespread, ranging from 78% in India to 52% in the U.S.
Just working for a company that offers so much diversity, you know, they believe in women, they believe that we can do what men can do. That's all you need.
Like their male counterparts, women in ag wear a lot of hats. They are also mothers and wives. Peggy Alameda is an example of that. As a retired elementary school teacher, mom, and now grandmother, Peggy married into agriculture. Her husband, Steve, owner of Saber Farms.
I was used to a father who was 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. Farming is not that. Farming is 7 days a week, sometimes long hours. It could be, 18-hour days. It could be 12-hour days. When you marry a farmer, you marry into the lifestyle of a farmer.
Although she may not be hands-on in the field, she carries an important role at home.
Farm dog. My job was to raise the kids, and I also had a job, but I kept it separate from his. And I think it was good for us in our marriage as well, because I did have a separate goal when I was teaching. He had ag, but we both meshed them together.
And days can be tough, some better than others.
Mother Nature is basically who we gamble with every day.
But there are perks.
Do you get the best produce, or our dinner's great?
There's nothing better than fresh produce, and you don't realize it until you have it and someone comes to your house and said, "Where'd you get this lettuce?" I'm like, just at the farm. We call it Sunday shopping.
Two women brought into agriculture in two entirely different ways, but both can say it's impacted their life for the better.
Farming is a lifestyle. It is in your blood, and I didn't know that. I didn't know that as a young wife. Even though the hours are long and days are long, I think that the element of us being able to join him at any time really is the advantage of having that kind of job. The kids have always been involved in the sense of just hanging with Dad, and now our grandchildren.
And Martha, who grew up unsure if women could take charge in agriculture, made it happen and now has a message to young girls wanting to follow the same path.
Don't think that you can't do it just because you're a woman. You can. Times have changed. Things are different. Times have changed from when I was that little girl that would look at, what my dad was doing, and I didn't see any women, but unless they were cutting, or packing, it's not like that anymore. I speak from experience. If I can do it, and I didn't have that education, anybody can. But it's not only, go to school and learn about it. You got to come out here and you got to do your internship. You got to show that you really want it. Get your hands dirty. Let me tell you, you're gonna get your hands dirty. You're gonna get stuck. You're probably gonna fall in a ditch eventually. It happens to all of us. You'll be okay. Don't give up because you fell in that ditch.
Dominique Newland, News 11.